Welcome to Sports Speak. I'm Brewster Cattlehawk, and it's time once again for another weekly wrap up. This is going to be about Week 5, a crazy week of upsets from the Dogs here in Week 5, with the first bye week of 2025. So let's get to it in the NFL. Let's do this.
Brewster Cattlehawk. Brewster Cattlehawk. He's not a coward. He's not a hawk. This sports speak with that Brewster Cattlehawk. He's not a coward. He's not a hawk. No, it's sports speak with that Brewster Cattlehawk. Sports speak. Brewster Cattlehawk. Sports speak. Brewster Cattlehawk. Brewster Cattlehawk. And this is sports speak.
The following teams had a bye week this week of Week 5. The Atlanta Falcons, the Chi-Town Grizzlies, the Green Bay Cheeseheads, and the Pittsburgh Stinklers. In the Thursday night game, no Purdy, no Kittle, no Bosa. Did the 49ers lose? Well, they was supposed to. But Daddy Mac and Eddie P won that game whilst in OT. San Francisco 26. Ramalamba Ding Dongs 23. In the foggy London town game, Dylan G said, "Look at me." And the Vikings sent them back from whence they came. Miniature Soda 21. DOGG 17. Cooper Rush fed some birds, but also the occasional Texan, or 3, as CJ wished and succeeded to only feed his own, as the 24-year-old ended with 244 passing yards and 4 TDs. Stroud and Proud, 44. Raven Lunatics 10. My what speed, Rashid Shashid, and the Rattler battled and was not rattled, as darts were thrown to targets, but also to some saintly competitors. Newest of the Orleans 26, oldest of the York Giants 14. Philly was on fire with a PH, in the first with a PH, half with a PH, and the beginning of the second half with a PH, and then they decided to stop playing the game. Adult Horsey Bette Midlers 21, SB Champ 17. Prescott, what your QB can do for you. But what is Jerry Jones doing flipping off Jet fans? And Dak looked Dak-tastic, as only Dak can. Boys of Kyle 37, Little Justin Jet Planes 22. Mark Sanchez took a stab at it, but was unable to provide color commentary on a game dominated by Jonathan Taylor without the Thomas, and Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the lost game. Horseshoes 40, Hand Grenade 6. From 17 down with impossible odds, Rico was Suave A, and the Bryce Krispies were snappling, crackling, and a poppin'. Come from behind you, Caro to the line you, 27. Flippin' Flippers 24. When the butcher and the maker of candlesticks cannot be found, bring in the baker and he'll ground and pound and toss the ball around as sterling as a shepherd can catch. Bay of Tampa 38. Sound of Puget 35. Amari DiMarcato set off an implosion of epic proportions that lends credence to that old adage, you thought you had a bad day. Watch this. Titans of Industry 22. Desert Bird Brains 21. In the City of Angels, the bolts of lightning decided to stop scoring points after quarter one, and Jaden said, I'm back, and then began to attack. Washing a ton of laundry 27, charging a bunch of money, but not electricity, a 10. In the jungle of Bungle, the Lions were off to a great start, and Jamarvelous chased them the best he could. But the Bengals needed a QB whose name isn't Browning, but more of like an old Brown collecting Social Security. A Detroit 37, a nasty night at 24. In the Park of Orchards, Drake May led the England that is new to a victory as unexpected as the E at the end of his name. Pat Wrights 23, Buffalo Billiams 20. Finally, Monday night in the village of Jackson, the Easter Island head fell to the ground, but did not shatter, and he got up and scored the winning touchdown as the fact of the matter. As Chris Jones said, I wish not to tackle you. You're an Easter Island head, and that would be like vandalizing a sacred artifact. Jaguars 31, Life of a Slow Girl 28. This has been the weekly wrap-up from Sports Speak. I've been Brewster Cattlehawk, and I need to take a nap. I'll see y'all next week.